Now, Sports Talk with Broads. Here's Hunter Brody.
The Eagles bye week is over. Normally during the Eagles bye week, I can't wait for football to be back. I need Eagles football. Of course, I watched on Sunday, but it's not the same when your squad isn't playing. But this week was different for me. So much different than in the years past. I enjoyed it. I needed it. I needed fresh air. I needed a breath of fresh air. I was so annoyed and frustrated with the same conversation of these wide receivers stink. Nelson Aguilar is an embarrassment. Mac Hollins, what are you doing? How is Alshon Jeffrey dropping all these passes? I was just annoyed with the conversation for so many weeks after weeks. I needed to get away. I needed an escape, and the Sixers and Flyers actually provided me that. Now that the Eagles are ready to rock and roll with their opponent being the New England Patriots on Sunday, the conversation is coming back, and deservingly so. It's a monstrous conversation to have. It's a huge flaw in this team, the wide receivers, that is. So I get why the combo is being drilled in everybody's heads on the airwaves. It makes total sense. I just needed to get away from it for just a little bit of time, and that happened, and I was okay with it. So Jordan Matthews officially signs, and he's back with the squad. How much of a difference is that going to make? I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see. Before we dive more into this video, do not forget about the promo code BROADS that you can use at SeatGeek's checkout page for $20 off of your tickets. Whether you want to go to a game or a concert or anything, use the promo code BROADS. $20 off. It's a no-brainer. So Brandon Brooks, by the way, got a big-time extension. Wow. Unbelievable. What a remarkable story. All right, first off, the Eagles signed him in free agency. Remember that? Huge signing. This guy's a stud. He's the best guard in football. You can't deny it. He's the best guard in football. He deserves this. For him to be so determined to get back is insane. When he had the Achilles injury last year, automatically, instantly, he said, I will be back week 1. I will be back week 1. And you hear a ton of athletes say that all the time. They'll be back, and they never are, because in the heat of the moment, you're so upset, and you want to play, you want to get back, and you just have this emotional drive saying, oh, I'll get back. But he actually made it happen. And when he did return this season, he's been fantastic and the best guard in football. It's mind-blowing that he was able to recover so quick and make it all happen. His determination is unreal. He puts so much passion into getting back on the field. And not just getting back on the field, but doing it at an elite level. So a 4-year extension for Brandon Brooks. He is an amazing guard in this league. And when you look at what the Eagles are doing with this offensive line, you're looking good for the future. I know Jason Kelce's still up in the air, and every single season you wonder if he's going to retire, but we'll figure that out as the time goes on. Andre Dillard's the future. We still have Sayamalo in there, and I know he's not the hottest name, but he's serviceable, in my opinion. With Brandon Brooks and Lane Johnson, the team is built in the offensive line for the future, and you need that to be successful in this league. You need that. So great job out of Howie to get the job done, and this whole, he's the highest paid thing, I always laugh at that. Who the hell cares anymore? Because guess what? The next guard that signs, he's the highest paid. So in 4 years from now, when he's on his last year of that deal or whatever the case may be, because actually he's still, that doesn't come into play until his remaining contract is over. But you know what I'm saying. By the time he's at the end of this contract, there are going to be so many guards getting paid so much more money than that. You laugh at it. So this highest paid thing, stop. It doesn't mean a damn thing. What really helped the Eagles on this bye week, somehow they got a win. Right? They got a bye week, but they got a win because the Vikings went into Dallas and got the victory. Now, I'm not going to lie. Dak Prescott made some plays that were very impressive. I've been a fan of Dak Prescott. More because I love his character, and I love his story, and I love his work ethic. Take away the logo that he plays for, and I look at him as a person, and I love everything about him from an athlete's perspective. I just do. I think he's just got great character, and he is a guy that everybody feeds off of in that locker room. So, you know, I like Dak Prescott. It is what it is. But the fact that Jason Garrett screwed the team over is just laughable because he's a bad head coach and everybody knows it. He tries to pound the rock with Zeke a couple times when they weren't running the ball successfully all night long and the passing game was thriving. So why not put the ball in Dak Prescott's hand so you can find Randall Cobb, Amari Cooper, and his receivers? It just makes no sense. But I digress. The moral of the story is the Dallas Cowboys lost, and now the Eagles and the Cowboys are 5-4 at the top of the NFC East. It was a big loss because of the common opponents tiebreaker that can come into play at the end of the season. They are on the path to meet each other in week 16 to battle it out for potentially a playoff spot to win the division. It's going to be a phenomenal game if that is the circumstance. But there's so much time until that happens. Who knows if the Eagles are going to be in that position? Who knows if the Cowboys are going to be in that position? It can go either way. So we have to let the rest of the season play itself out until that Week 16 matchup, of course. But the Eagles now can control their own destiny. That's the worst thing that can happen in a football season. Have to rely on another team. Last season that happened. We had to wait to see what was going down in the last week to see if the Eagles would sneak into the playoffs, and they did. They got lucky. But you can't live and die by that all the time. You need to have control of your own destiny, and the Eagles have that circumstance right now. New England is up next. Now, you can't put all of the stock into this game. I think between the next 2 weeks, find a way to win. I mean, that's just what it comes down to. Win one of the next two, and when you look at the back half of the schedule, you should be okay. Win one of the next two. But you can't overlook the Patriots. They're your next opponent. Make it that one. Hell, I mean, win 2 of 2 if you can, but the big thing is you got to find a way to win 1 of 2 in the next 2 games. And New England is up next. Now, I don't want to hear anything about the Super Bowl. Oh, the last time these guys played. Now, listen, I understand when you're on the broadcast and the broadcast does it. That's going to happen, obviously. It's just a standard tie that the broadcasting team is going to make. But from a fan's perspective, I don't give a damn what happened back then in the Super Bowl. I don't care about any of those plays. Like, it's 2 totally different teams. The Patriots don't have Rob Gronkowski anymore, and that's one thing the coaches actually discussed when watching film of this Patriot squad of the Super Bowl. They don't see the same type of offense this year because there's no Gronk. Now, what bothers me is, why the hell are you watching Super Bowl film? That's a totally different squad. Watch their film from this season. The Patriots don't have the same lethal offense that they have had. Now, Tom Brady is Tom Brady. He makes plays happen all the time. One thing I love, though, that I heard about Jim Schwartz is we might be switching around some of this scheme defensively. Everyone has been screaming for years that Jim Schwartz can't make adjustments. Jim Schwartz can't make adjustments. Well, it looks like we cut Sendejo, and we might have the possibility of throwing in some dime package stuff. That doesn't mean we're going to totally eliminate the linebackers and all of that, but we can totally play more with the dime package now that the personnel fits that. All right, cool. Making an adjustment, seeing if it works. Tried something new. And now that we are getting healthier on that defensive side, I've actually thought that they've done a pretty decent job. Keep in mind, Tom Brady is Tom Brady, but I think we have the personnel and the scheme to maybe try and stop this offense. It comes down to, can this offense, the Eagles offense, can they move the ball on the Patriots D? Because they're giving you different looks. They're pressuring the quarterback. They have a great secondary. They got a good defense. Will we be able to move the ball against that? But I will counter it by saying this. With the Eagles, I feel more confident with the offense trying to move the ball against a great D than our defense stopping an elite offense. So I have more faith that we can run the ball with Jordan Howard, that we can run the ball on a good defense and open up some plays over this defense stopping an elite scheme offensively. So we'll see. We'll see if the running the ball will be a factor. Now, I know Bill Belichick is going to go into that game plan with, do not let the run game beat you. Force Carson Wentz to have to throw the ball. And if that's the case, if that does end up happening, yeah, we're totally screwed. We're totally screwed. You have the wide receivers coach trying to tell us that Mac Hollins has been fantastic, that every single week he comes out with a positive grade based off the way that they rate their wide receivers. See, that doesn't make sense. They're giving him positives for not dropping the ball and things of that nature. Well, he's not dropping the ball because he's not even getting open to get a pass. You can't say he's not. Well, he's not dropping the ball. He's doing a great job. Well, if he's not even getting thrown the ball because he's not an option, you can't say he's doing a good job not dropping the football. I don't understand their grading system. It makes us laugh. It makes us laugh hearing them say stupid things like that. But going back to Tom Brady, he hasn't forgotten. He's even been on the record saying he has not forgotten that Super Bowl. I love Tom Brady personally. All right, I love Tom Brady. I already spent time on this video talking about how much I like Dak Prescott. Tom Brady is the GOAT, and I admire everything about him from a quarterback. And holy hell, do I love him. He's not gonna forget what happened, and he's gonna come into Philadelphia with a mission. Not that this game means anything even close to the Super Bowl. But you know he's going to be determined to get the victory in Philadelphia. The New England Patriots are coming off of their bye week and a loss against the Ravens. Now, it's hard to really put too much into the loss because the style of play of the Eagles doesn't even match what Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens are doing offensively. No one has an answer for them right now. So it's two totally different styles of offense. It's hard to relate, oh, well, they lost last week or 2 weeks ago. Well, it doesn't matter because it's a totally different offense and a totally different style of play. But it just comes down to the mindset of the Patriots and understanding that they don't lose games a lot and that they have this locker room down to the point where they are focused to an insane degree. So coming off of a loss, they're going to be so focused. It was almost as if that loss was good for them, to wake them the hell up, to give them a little smack in the mouth. Say, hey, wake the hell up. It's almost a positive for the Patriots fans and the Patriots as a team. I'm not completely sold on this Eagles team. I'm not. 5-4. What does that tell you? They're a little bit above 500. I need to see more. I'm starting to like the defense a little bit more now that Ronald Darby's back, now that Jalen Mills is back, and he's competing. Whether he gets beat or not, the dude competes. You got to appreciate that. He puts the swagger back there more, and we definitely need more swag in the secondary. So I'm not completely sold on this Eagles team, but a win at home against the Patriots, it would feel nice. It would change the mindset. I did enjoy the break, but I'm also excited that it's back and to come back with a great team with the New England Patriots coming to town. If we were playing the Jets on Sunday, the anticipation wouldn't be as there. I want a test. I want this team to be tested. I want them to go out there with fuel to the fire and just go out there, compete, and be dogs. I want to see it. I want to see what this team is made of. But I'm not sold on this offense. You know, I love the running game, but we don't have guys who can catch the ball. And here I am now discussing, once again, how poor these wide receivers are. But they are poor. They are poor. I watched Josh Gordon run simple routes for the Seahawks. That's a guy I wanted. That was a no-brainer move, in my opinion. But of course not. Of course not. There we have it. The bye week is over. It's time to get ready for Sunday. It's a big task. Let's see what we're made of. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.